Well, here we are, 2023. Officially the third year of this channel existing. And I'm going to start this one off by saying that last year was the most enjoyable I've ever found content creation. Last year I did a lot of things that I really wanted to do with content creation, and I could not be happier with how things have come along. This video is going to be another update on what is happening this year for the channel, like I did the year before. So, buckle up, because it's one of those very old videos that I made 3 years ago where I'm speaking a bunch of bullshit and nothing is scripted or edited. Buckle up. But yeah, 2022, I started off about this time with absolutely no knowledge in editing. I didn't even know how to take two separate video files and put them together. But I do now. I'm so happy with myself. I'm so proud because I know how to do it. But I have really came far with editing, as you've seen from the past two videos that I've uploaded. I have done a lot better. I'm not going to say that my editing's amazing. I'm not going to say any of that shit. But I am going to say it's a lot better than how things were to begin with. And for that, I am immeasurably proud. One thing I have noticed is that my channel is taking a much more personal turn, just as I wanted to. And I'm happy with that, because I made a lot of content in the past, and the first year that was mostly forced. It was trending topics, YouTuber drama. I was essentially putting my phone on a phone stand. This one right here, I still have the same phone stand. Putting on my windowsill, standing up, and then talking, but deliberately swearing and being as vulgar as possible, because my wonderful, wonderful brain at that age believed that that kind of speech was funny. I now realise it is extremely poorly structured, and that all of the jokes didn't really qualify as jokes. I mean, they were so poorly structured. You couldn't tell if I was just being a dick or if I was joking. And in many of the videos I came across as either angry or brutally sarcastic, which isn't a good impression to leave in people. You don't want to come across as pissed off all the time. So I'm glad I'm no longer exaggerating and doing that shit, because it wasn't enjoyable for me, and I'm sure it wasn't enjoyable for anyone else. The more personal turn of content has made things a lot easier. I'm making content that I enjoy making, that I am genuinely interested in talking about, and I think that is a big thing in terms of quality. I think if you have a genuine interest in what it is you're talking about, you're going to be able to make it entertaining for anyone. And that is the goal of this channel, to make things that are entertaining for people for my own fun, because this is a hobby, not a job. I know, I've been doing it for 3 years and I'm not even getting paid. I'm surprised I haven't complained. But no, overall last year was amazing. I did a lot of things to do with MLP content, and it is the most I've ever talked about MLP on the internet. But I'm happy with it. You have actually sat here as viewers and watched as my collection in this background here has gradually got bigger and bigger. From absolutely nothing to a barren wall to an entire shelf of shit, multiple wall-mounted figures, and you don't see it, but this entire section of my windowsill is covered with MLP figures. There's even one up there on my wall. I have another figure wall-mounted. You just can't see it. My collection has grown massively in the past year, and I'm extremely happy with that. And the content I have made to do with MLP is something I am also extremely happy with. I did an entire playthrough of the Switch game that came out, which is now apparently on all platforms, and I actually played through it in like 2 hours. I was so looking forward to streaming that game, and it only took 2 hours to finish it. Disappointing amount of time, but it was an enjoyable experience. Over the past year now, I have made more and more thumbnails myself, because this is a one-man operation right here. I do all of the recording, the scripting, the editing, everything. Every last part of my channel is all put together by me. So making thumbnails for so long now, I have gotten a bit better at it. I'm not going to say they're amazing, but they are getting better. They are improving. And so is the video quality. As I've seen, there is things like my mic quality increasing, going from using my phone to a shitty headset to an actual microphone for my PC. Hell, at the start of this channel, I didn't even have a PC. I ended up buying a PC after I started this channel. So that shows a lot of progress. We've got to a point where I was doing a channel with no PC. Now I have a PC. I even have a laptop now. I have 2 computers. I feel like that's a brag. It's not really that much. Both are kind of cheap. But either way, they're good enough to edit with, and that is another big thing that I did last year. Last year, I was able to go from not being able to edit at all to editing quite a good bit. And honestly, I'm very happy with that. But enough of what I'm happy with 2022. That's not what you people are here for. You people are here to hear about what I plan on doing for this channel this year, here and now, because that is what we're doing. 2023. It's no longer 2022. 2022 is gone. Forget about it. I am going to continue making content with a few goals in mind. I want to keep a more consistent upload schedule. The problem with my uploading is that I don't always have a lot of ideas of what to upload because it's all personal content and I've already talked about most stuff to death. But when I do think of something interesting, I make it right away. So there's not really that much time to sit and see if I can make it into multiple videos. In fact, most of my unboxing videos, I never planned them out. I just went to a shop, found a bunch of figures, said, you know what, I'm buying all of these. And then on the way home, I'm like, I can make a video out of this. That'll be really fun. And then I made them. So I don't really have a lot of ideas, but when I do, they are on the spot. They're made right away. They are there. I want to try and change that and make videos every 2 weeks. I want to have some level of a consistent plan of what to upload every 2 weeks so that I can actually make a bit more consistent content. So I do want to see if I can get a couple of series going on. That way I can make content a bit easier, because instead of having to think of a whole brand new idea for a video, I can say, oh, I'm going to do another episode of Cool Pens. What's it about? What am I going to do in the video? Now I'm making it. I already know what the main subject is, so now I just need to do the rest, which is the easy part. Probably. But apart from uploading every 2 weeks, which is what I do want to do, which I should probably mention, might not actually be all the time. I do want to do it as much as possible. I kind of forgot to mention it before I started to move on there. But I am still in college. That's right. I mentioned that I was in college last year or the year before. And I am still in college. I am in the second level of my course now. I am enjoying it so much. I have learned a lot. And I am studying as hard as I can to get through it. So, with it being a new level of the course, I'm getting more work, I'm doing more stuff to do with college, which means I don't have a lot of time to upload or make videos, at least as much as I used to have when I started this channel. So uploading every 2 weeks may be hard and it might not be consistent, but it's something I am going to put effort into. But now we can move on, now that I've got that part out of the way. Video editing. I have came so far with editing in the past year, and I want to see how far I can push it. How far can I get with editing? How much more creative can we go? How much more stuff can we add in? What can I do to use editing to increase the video's quality? I'm already making my own intros. I'm adding in video clips, audio files, all this fun little shit. I want to see how far I can take it. But generally, the basics of what I want to do for every upload, I've got them down. So now it's just a case of seeing how I can improve and learn with the software that I do use. I actually had to change operating system because I used the software on my Ubuntu boot of my PC, because I have it dual booted, and it just stopped exporting videos completely. And then I switched it back to Windows, and now it just miraculously works. So I have to be prepared in case that happens again. But I don't think it will. Either way, video editing is a big thing I want to learn and improve at the most, because the more I can do with these videos, the better the quality is. And the better the quality is, the more enjoyable it is for you, and the more fulfilling it is for me to make it. Another thing I want for this year is I want to do more things with friends. I want to have more people involved. And I do know a couple of friends who actually did help out with a couple of my videos. You know who you are. You're actually watching this right now, I'm guessing. And if you are, thank you for all of your help last year. It may not have been throughout the whole year. It may have been only for a week or two. It doesn't matter. If you helped out, thank you. You know who you are. I want to get more of my friends involved that are having fun with doing this stuff. So I want to do a lot more with other people. You will probably see them around in other videos. It really depends on if they want to or not, if I plan on bringing them in. It really depends. But I do want to see more friends in here, because the more people I can get involved and the more people I can get helping me out, the better the content will be and the more I can do with it. And that is the main thing. I want to see now how much I can improve my content. I've got the basics of what I want for this channel down, and I'm starting to get there. I'm getting there. I'm coming into my own. So now I just have to improve and see where it takes me. And I think the best way to do that is to get more people involved and improve with editing. But aside from that, I don't really have any direct goals. I mean, I did bring up a Dragon Quest Let's Play that I was going to do, and there was a mild problem with that. That was, when I did finally get it working on my PC, the emulator would start lagging like fuck every time I tried to record. So I used my laptop. It worked for the first episode, but the second one, it fucked up. And it started lagging every time I hit record. I don't know why, but I'm going to see if streaming it is any better this year. I think if I can live stream it on Twitch, like I do all the time, go to my Twitch, links in the description, maybe it won't lag as much. And if it doesn't lag as much, then instead of doing a direct video recorded Let's Play, I'll just upload the live streams here like I did with the MLP game. If that doesn't work, then we'll see what happens. I'll try and get it sorted this year, but unlike last year, I'm not making any promises. I want to get it up there, but I don't know. And a few other things, these are a bit more on the personal side, that I do want to bring up, is that last year, it was not only really good for content creation, but it was really good for me personally. As you've seen probably throughout some of my videos, I have gained a good bit of weight. I'm not going to go into why I was so skinny, but I am going to mention that I am now at a healthy weight, which I think is a really good thing, because now I can get out of my bed and not near enough die. And at the same time, last year I ended up getting a lot more self-confidence and generally just more comfortable with myself, which is great. I'm better at a lot of things. I'm able to speak clearer, I'm able to word my sentences a bit more properly. I am doing things that I struggled with before, which, you know, baby steps. It's going very well. I worked on it all of last year, and I think I've done really well with that. I'm not going to sit here and sock myself off for the entire thing. I just wanted to add a little personal touch in there, because last year has been really good for me. I made some amazing friends. I've met so many nice people. I have done a lot more things last year that I never would have done if things were any different. And for the people that have been there last year, and for the people that are still here this year, I am extremely grateful, and I'm glad to have spent all of that time with all of you. But for this video, that is the end. I'm going to be uploading a lot more videos. I've actually got one in the works right now. You'll probably see that up in the next couple of days, maybe in the next week or two. I'm hoping in the next couple of days though, So with that, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys the rest of this year. Bye-bye.